You gotta go all in, man. Listen, there is no perfect time. There is no going back on the decisions you made in your life. Listen, every day the sun come back up. Every day someone is mowing their lawn in the morning. Every day you gotta get it, bro. It's no perfect timing for what you want to do, man. It's priceless for you to be on what you want to do. It is the complete happiness. All the questions you have that's been unsolved, everything that you just set back and got depressed on or got sad on, that you just genuinely wanted for yourself and it didn't go your way, or it went your way and it didn't fulfill you the way you thought it would fulfill you. It's time to go all in. Because as soon as you go all in on everything you want to do and the things you want to pursue and the projects you want to get into, you'll feel complete. You'll feel this sense of you're doing your daily needs of the needs you need to do. But it's when you push that off to the side and put other people's words first, like your job, when they say do an action, you do it. When you get a request from your parents, you do it. But every time you say to do something, you don't do it. You push it off to the side. You say, nah, another time. I'm gonna wait a couple months down the line. Now is now, bro. Now is time. Now is the time for you to do it and elevate. Because soon as you do it, you elevate that past, that place you feel stuck at. You elevate past that. But you gotta want it, because can't nobody want it for you. Can't nobody do the work for you. And then the people you see doing the work and they elevating from it, and they elevating, past the place they were yesterday, it's because they taking action in the present now. So what can you do? Just think, okay, you're in this current situation in your life. What can you do to get you out of it? You got to start thinking out the box to make it out the box, because the box is the place of the school system saying you need school to be successful. You need college to, make a career out of yourself and provide value to the world. Really, it's about providing value to the world. What value can you provide to the world so you can make a living off you doing what you want to do? And then once you think like that, then you start to break outside the box. But it start in the present now, going all in, going all in, dog. Because no one's gonna save you. You know what I mean? You gotta understand, even the school system is a business. It's a market to where you pay them and they ask for that money. They ask for more money when you get out. So you gotta understand something. It's a market. What value do you bring to the table? How hard can you go? Are you going all in? Are you wasting your time on relationships that's not for you? Are you truly doing what you want to do and not having care of other people opinions on what you're doing? Because they always gonna have something to say, especially when you look good, when you take care of yourself, when you're doing good in life. But it all starts on, are you going all in? Because if we not going all in, what are we doing, man? What are we doing if we not going all in? We got the temptations. We got the times we falling on our back. We got the times that we, got to take a knee because we tired. But are we getting back up? How are we responding to the moments? And this is the definition of going all in. How are you responding to the adversity in your life? How are you responding to moments to where people don't see your value, but you see your value? How are you responding to when good connections come around? How are you advocating for yourself? And if you're not good at these things, you have to work on these things and work on your people skills and work on your skills. Because the more you hone in on your skills as a person and what you can do for other people and what can you do for making products or just anything of that nature, the more value you'll get in your life, the more the world will reward you. Because one thing you got to understand is the world is push-pull. That's why in the dating world, when you use push-pull method, it works. You know what I mean? You keep the desire there. It's because you know the push-pull method. You got to understand how the world works. Dive deep into human nature and how the economy was made, and you'll prosper in this world because people don't look at these things. And the school system don't tell us all these things because it's much deeper than we really look at it. We're much deeper creatures than we really look at it. Every day you're going through this sense of feeling, and you're trying to respond to it or take yourself away from it. So that's why you do the, you know what I mean, the highs, the lows. Y'all know what I mean. And to be honest, substance use is not gonna get you out your problem. You gotta address the problem within, man. Because you can't go all in running from your problems. You gotta take your problem face forward, man. Chin up, because you don't get nowhere by running from where you need to go. How do you expect for your life to take the next step, the next elevation, when you're running the opposite way from the elevation? Your problems is just the stepping stool to get to the next elevation in your life. But yet you running from all your problems in your life. No, we face that. We got to, man. All the times you was facing the blunt, why you can't face your problems? All the times you was facing that shorty, trying to fill the void up inside you, why you can't face your problems? All the times you was stress eating and trying to eat the problems away, why you can't take the punch and eat the punch and face the problem? As soon as we address the problem, we go all in. And it's okay to have questions while facing the problems in your life, while doing what you want to do in your life, while pursuing what you pursue in your life. The results will answer all the questions that you ever wondered, because with work comes answers. With trial come error. And with trial and error comes more lessons and more answers. So you'll learn this as you go all in. But you got to ask yourself, when you look at yourself in the mirror, when you go to bed at night, are you really giving it your all? Are you getting mad at the next man that he's giving it his all? Are you getting inspired by your actions of giving it all? Are you getting inspired by another man giving it his all? Because these are the situations that's going to make or break you. When you tired, how do you respond? Do you give up or do you keep going? When that job that you work is treating you like, just another vessel, do you use the job for what you need it for, or do you allow the job to use you for what they need you for? Because it's all about that plan, but you got to figure out what's the plan. What do you want? And then once you figure that out, it get easy. It get easy. The grind get more easier. But it's when you take on the action of actually wanting to do the grind, actually wanting to go all in. Because right now is the time. I hear so many people tell me what they want to do, and then they say they're going to do it later. They say they still working on it. And a lot of times, ain't nothing wrong with talking on what you finna do. But us as humans, we have this problem of putting off things forever, putting off things that we really want to do in a moment right now. But we think it's a perfect time later to where you're not ready, but really you're ready all along. You just using that I'm not ready for a procrastination mechanism to hold off on doing it. Is it really gonna work? It's all gonna work in the end. It's all gonna play out how you need to play it out. I promise you. Because one thing you gotta understand is it get good. It get good. But you gotta take on the action of getting good now. You know what I mean? And then it's just like when when you swinging at the pit stop. You know what I mean? You trying to hit a home run, or you trying to get to the first base, or you trying, just get a hit so you get to the base. You gotta take the first swing. Just like shooting a basketball. You gotta shoot to be able to shoot. The shots you don't take is the shots that will never go in. The shots that you do take has a chance to go in. And to be the man you desire, to be the woman you desire, it's overall about just taking the shots that you want to take in your life. And life will reward you for it. Life will take care of you for it. Life will understand that the energy you putting out is your all, so it gotta reward you. Do you honestly think if you gave your all, no results will come in? Now, don't look for fast validation. Don't look, as soon as you start to take on the action of, changing your life, don't look for fast validation of it all changing right away. You gotta put the time in to save yourself time, because the results will start to save you time. Okay, I did that already. I already patched that up. I already patched this area up in my life. I already did those sets. I already did those push-ups. I already did that finance learning. I already did that finance tool, to where, okay, I put that money there and it grows. But it takes time. It takes lessons. It takes trial and error. It takes repetition. A lot of y'all want to cheat the repetition. No, man. No, man. Look, man. Repetition ain't no joke. It's something you got to have discipline for. Have discipline while going all in. While you going all in and you having discipline, that shorty see it. They see it around. She gonna just want to have your energy, have your pogo stick in her mouth. But it's because you're putting in the repetition and you're putting in the discipline in your life. Not everybody could do that. Not everybody can have discipline in their life. Not everybody can go through the sets over and over and over and over and over. But they can go through the overall daily over and over life. But they can't add discipline to it. They can't add the repetition of going hard or going all in. So once you do that, you're the 3%, dog. You're the 5% of the world. You're the 10% of the world. It's because not everybody holds that discipline. Not everybody. This is the sign you take on the action of being 10%. You be the difference in your family. You be the different person than the little boy or the little girl that's holding you back. Because you have true desires. And to reach all the desires you truly desire, you must add discipline and repetition and going all in. Because that's what it take. That's what it take. That's what it took for me. And I've seen all the difference. Now, look. It's going to take being hard on yourself, while at the same time being easy on yourself. You got to know who you are and where you're trying to go and what's your plan. And once you figure that out, you stay on this straight line of your purpose. And it's going to be things that try to knock you off of your line. Just like a football player trying to tackle you, trying to go when you trying to go for 6. But you run strong. You run strong and you run through the tackles and you run through the hate and you run through the people not understanding where you trying to go, where the touchdown is, where the 6 is, where you trying to go. So you stay in this mindset, this goal mode of all in, bro. This video is your sign that you gonna make it. That it's all gonna work out in the end. That picture you saw, the vision you saw, it's all obtainable, but you must believe it's obtainable, because your reality of your imagination is what actually creates your reality. But you actually got to bring it to life and you got to make it realistic. Hear what I said. You have to make it realistic, because until you make it realistic, it's just something in your head. You're delusional. But the funny thing about what I just said, you being delusional is your key to success. So always stay delusional. But you must bring your delusion to reality to actually play life, to actually live life. It must be some sense of delusion for you to elevate past where you are. Because without the imagination of seeing the things you want, of having the things you want, of obtaining the things you want, there is no sense of I can achieve this, I can do this, because you haven't even saw it. So make sure you're using your delusion. Make sure you're believing in your delusion, and most importantly, bring it to reality, because You have to give yourself results to feed on the results of, I gotta keep going. I got this result in my life. I've came too far. But you can never do it without getting started. So go all in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'ma holler at you on another one, man.